Alright, so I get some requests and a lot of people asking about my van. So I'm just gonna do like a quick walkthrough today. So this is my van. It's a Renault Master, you know, kind of like a mid-sized van. I can basically stand up in there, which is pretty cool and handy. And it's green. It's a diesel front wheel drive. I don't know. Let's go in. Coming in, we got the kitchen slash bedroom slash living room. There's a sink, obviously. I got the fresh water in here and I got the dirty water in here, and it's all accessible from here. So I can basically pull it out easily and pretty cool. And also I got the shower. I'll just pull this out so I can shower outside, which is pretty handy. And there's this little table that I use quite a lot, and it's just folding table, pretty handy as well, since I got the swivel seats, both of them actually. So I can turn this around, I can, you know, pull the table, and I can have my, you know, breakfast or something while looking out, which is pretty nice. Cool, handy thing. So moving on to here, there's a lot of storage, a lot of drawers, and just basically a lot of storage. And yeah, that's it basically. This is the workspace for the kitchen, and I got some stuff in here, and this is pretty handy thing as well. And then there's another cabinet up here where it's like the storage as well. That's basically one part of the kitchen. Moving on to the other part of the kitchen, which is this thing right here. And I got the gas stove in here, so it's not in a way. And when I need it, I'm just gonna slide it out. And it works. This is like a little cushion, little pillow in here, so I can sit on it. And underneath, there's a gas that I'm using for cooking, and as well as some storage as well. You know, I can store some stuff in here. And as well as here, there's a huge storage where I usually keep my pads and helmets and everything. And you know, yeah. And over here I got the hanger, and this was where I usually put fruits and like small stuff. And then I got a new addition, which is this mirror. I've been carrying the mirror in the car for like I don't know, half year, and finally I managed to put it on somewhere because I didn't know where to put it, and this is like nice spot for it, so it's nice and hid, and when you need it, you just pull it out, and nice and easy. I got some curtains in here, cool things. Yeah, so this is the kitchen. Cool thing that I like about it, I basically made a swivel table that I can use when I'm like parked or something and I need to eat or work or something. And it's this leg right here. There's another one hidden here, so I can easily remove the table and just put it together, swivel it around, and use it wherever I want to. And it's, you know, it's really handy. Oh well, moving on to the fridge. This is like the regular home fridge. It's not a 12 volt fridge, which means it needs a lot more power, but we're gonna get into there in a bit. So this is like a 105 liter, which is pretty big, and you know, you can store a lot of stuff, and it also has a freezer, which is cool. And there's another storage where I keep all the messy stuff like GoPros, and there's like a lot of stuff. Underneath there, there's like a hidden storage for where I keep the toilet. So I got this kind of toilet. It's there just in case I need it. And yeah, more storage up here, more cabinets. So I'm putting all my pads in here to dry, but underneath there, there's a box. Well, there's a trash can. Underneath there, there's a box. You know, there's the battery and inverter and a fuse box. And basically just nice and hidden behind the seat. Easy. And as I said, I used the regular fridge for like 220 volts, and it needs inverter, and it needs a strong inverter. And I got like 4,000 watts inverter, which is enough, but for that I need a bigger battery. And you know, but at the same time, if I bought a 12 volt fridge like the one that they use in the RVs and stuff like that, it's really expensive and it's really small. So this is like cheaper version of that, and it works, and I can pull this fridge out and use it like at home if I want to, you know. So here's the solar charge controller, and as well I got the fuse for the solar panel. And speaking of that, I got a solar panel on the roof. It's 160 watts, and it's a polycrystallic solar panel, which I'm not gonna explain right now what it does and, you know, what's the difference of poly and monocrystallic and whatnot, but it's just what I decided to go for. and it's used to charge this battery. But when I'm running out of power, which can happen obviously, the only thing I need to do is just start the engine, because I got this Series relay, and basically when the starting battery is fully charged, it starts to charge this battery in here. So that means, you know, the only thing I have to do when I'm running out of power is just to turn the engine on. And sometimes when I'm like, you know, parking in a shade when there's not so much sunlight, and you know, for a couple of days, and I haven't started the engine and whatnot, and since the fridge is like taking a lot of power from there, I might get to like 30%, so sometimes I need to like charge it from the engine basically. All right, here's my main light switch for the lights. 2 LED lights in here, which is plenty of light for the van. And moving on to the bedroom. So this is like a decent sized bed. I think 175 centimeters, and I got like 179 something, which means I barely fit in there. But when I kind of want to stretch when I'm sleeping, you know, I just put my head in the one corner and my legs in the other corner, and it's like, it's just all right. It's 120 centimeters wide, which is okay for 2 person as well. I mean, you know, you get used to it, so it's all right. And I got another storage in here where I keep like, yeah, some stuff, whatever. Sliding door, easy. And there's this sunlight, basically, the roof window, which is pretty handy when you need some fresh air or some more light. Nice addition to the van. Curtains, and there's the outlet, so you can charge the phone, whatever, and there's a light. And I almost forgot, I got some fancy light in here. See that? Nice. I'm not using it that much, but it's cool when you want like a dim light or something in the evening. So it's a nice and cool thing, and it makes it more cozy. So I would love to have some flowers in here, some green stuff, but since I'm not living in this van like for full time, they would just die, I think. And sometimes it gets pretty hot in here. I don't think they would survive actually. So, you know, it is what it is. So this is the bedroom, and underneath there's another storage. This is for the shoes, and there's a drawers for clothes. This is where I keep my clothes, and this is where I put like all sorts of stuff, like clothes and camera, whatever, you know, whatever's needed, basically. So that's the bedroom. Let's move on to here. This is just like a regular driving cockpit, I would say, upgraded with the swivel seats. These are the swivel seats from Ford Galaxy or something like that. I went for these because I found they fit nicely with just a slight little modification, and that's what I did, and basically making it work. And there's one more thing. Underneath this seat there's a heater, and you can see the vent that goes out. You can like basically twist it any which way you want the hot air to go. But from the other side you can see the heater. Basically it's a Chinese heater. I think it's like 7 or 5 kilowatts or something like that, but it was pretty cheap. Just wanted to give it a go, and we'll see how long it lasts, and it's been working pretty good, I have to say. There's another storage up here. There's usually keep my backpack and whatever, you know, a lot of storage. So basically everything in this van is made for, so I can easily remove it and just like have a empty van when I need it, you know, for like some reasons. And so yeah, it takes like an hour or 30 minutes to an hour just to remove everything. And that means I don't have any outlets in here, like 212 volt outlets. I only got this inverter, and it has these outlets, and I'm just using this extension cord, and it works all right, you know. It's not a huge car, so it's enough for that. So I got some secret storage, which is a cool thing when you leave the car and you want to leave the computer or your wallet or you know, whatever. So it's a cool thing to have. I'm not gonna show you where it is, but you know, it's a cool thing to have. So let's go to the garage. So last but not least, there's the garage where I keep all my bikes and everything, and it's just basically underneath the bed. So you can see I got 2 bikes in here, and they fit just so nicely. And the funny thing is that it's not been designed for like to fit the bikes in there, but they just fit perfectly, you know. So I can put 3 bikes in there when I like store it nicely. And right now I got 2 bikes, and it's a bit messy and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, there's like a pump in here. Oh yeah, and there's a There's another outlet, like 12 volts outlet, and I got the light in there as well, so I can see something when it's dark, you know. Nice, cool thing. And yo, I got some storage, like these little pocket things in here. They are like super handy because I'm keeping a lot of tools in here, a lot of stuff, and just super nice and handy, you know. But that's it. So this is what I made, and since I'm not living full-time in the van, I don't need a lot of stuff in here, and with this size I can park on a normal parking lot. You know, it's basically easy to drive, easier than a huge one. So I went for this size and it's just super good. And I made all of this for my personal preferences, and there's a couple things I would change in my next build. One of the things I would change is the car. You know, basically I would just buy a different one. And if you need some more information or you get some questions about this van, just leave a comment down there and I'll check the comments and I'll reply to all of them. And so that's it for today's video, and hope you enjoyed it and hope you got inspired, and I'll see you guys later.